Okay, folks, this is Mrs. Bogatsky. I'm back with another video, and this one about inking practice. The book we are following is Pen and Ink Drawing Workbook, and you have all the supplies that you need. Mainly, you're going to need the Micron pens that are in your kit. There's just a couple more tools that I'll show you as the video progresses. As you can see, we're working on exercise 1-1. And all we're doing here is just using the Micron pen to make very fine strokes all the way across the page. And when you do this, I want you to go all the way across the page. I want you to trace each beginning stroke, vertical stroke, and then when you get to the end of those vertical strokes that they've pre-drawn for you, I want you to go all the way across the page. And the key is consistency. You want to be able to make the lines very evenly spaced, and an even weight. And it's going to take a lot of practice. I'm always telling you guys to practice, practice, practice. This stuff doesn't just happen overnight. You have to keep practicing. So this stage here, you've got long lines on the first two lines, and now you have a broken line on the third line, and then the fourth line is sort of an interesting texture there. Now here's now where I have the ink dip pen, and don't worry if you don't have one of these. I'm just showing you what is possible. And the ink dip pen, there are a lot of control issues with this. As you can see, I'm having trouble. But I wanted to show you that you can do thick and thin lines with this pen, and there are a lot of different things you can do with it once you master it. So I go from thick to thin. I do a little squiggly line there. Not my best work, but again, this thing is kind of hard to control. Now we're back to the Micron pen. And we're doing sort of a little curved line, like the end of a parenthesis. This last pen is a Tombow, and it's a Japanese pen, and it has an interesting tip in that when you lightly stroke the page, you've got a really fine line, but then when you press harder, you get a thicker line. So I'm demonstrating that here. And here I've got a little bit more control with this pen. A lot of people use this for the sort of modern calligraphy that you see examples of in stationery and online. And this is the finished product. Again, I want you to go all the way across the page. And the more you fill up the page, the better your hand-eye coordination is going to be. And then we're going to go to the next exercise 1-2. And this, again, I'm using the Micron 05, which the 05 measurement is almost 0.5 millimeters, 0.45 millimeters in diameter. So after you've gotten really good with your consistency, you can apply that skill, that newly learned skill, to adding shadows to different shapes. And you can see here, look at on the very left column, you've got the without consistency, and that's, that doesn't look so great. With consistency, you see a much nicer looking form. And we're gonna go all the way down the page. Okay, again, these exercises come from a book called Pen and Ink Drawing Workbook, and it's by Alfonso Dunn. They're just drills that help you with your hand-eye coordination. All of these 2 pages you can find on the homeschool group website under our class. I've uploaded PDFs onto our class page. This shape here that kind of looks like the end of a worm. Notice how the strokes are close together. They start close together on the right, but then they sort of fan out on the left, and that will give a three-dimensional quality to that shape. Same with this last shape. Notice that my lines are parallel to the topmost line, and they'll, yeah, and that back part, that will also be parallel to the topmost line. And there we have the finished product. Enjoy, and I hope you like this video. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.